Hey guys, let's get more news about Dallas, but first don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Proposed Cowboys trade sees Dallas jump Eagles for explosive prospect. The Dallas Cowboys are less than a week away from the NFL draft, and one ESPN insider thinks the team could make an aggressive move. Dallas has the 24th pick in the 2024 NFL draft, but the Philadelphia Eagles are sitting not too far in front of them. In a new piece suggesting trades for every first-round pick, ESPN reporter Bill Barnwell links the Cowboys and Pittsburgh Steelers to a move. Pittsburgh has the 20th pick in the draft, but believes they could move back for more draft capital, and that would allow Dallas to move up for an elite talent at center. It's rare to see two of the league's most storied franchises come together on a trade, but there's some logic here for both parties, Barnwell wrote. For the Cowboys, this is a chance to move up ahead of the Dolphins and Eagles for interior offensive line help. Assuming that Dallas pushed Tyler Smith to left tackle on a full-time basis, it could be looking to add Graham Barton, Duke, Mel Kiper Jr.'s top-ranked center, to play guard or center. That sounds plausible. The Cowboys are still figuring out their plan on the line after Tyron Smith's departure. In terms of a reload, Barton is a premier prospect and as good as any other option. Offensive linemen don't earn a lot of national recognition. But Barton is a name that draft scouts have been talking about since 2022. With 39 starts to his name, the versatile offensive lineman was first-team All-ACC in both 2022 and 2023. What's interesting about Barton being billed as a center is that he barely played there while at Duke. In fact, his only starts at the position were in his freshman season in 2020. But his quick hands and size translates far better to interior play in the NFL. NFL.com's Lance Zierlein broke him down for the site's official draft profile, and his comments are extremely positive. Reviewing Barton's tape is a pleasurable experience in offensive line evaluation, as his tenacity and know-how are on full display throughout. Though he played at a high level at left tackle, center will likely be his NFL home. Barton is an explosive drive blocker with the body control and leg drive to keep opponents centered and finish the job, Zierlein wrote. Barton's technique, toughness, and athleticism are exactly what teams will be looking for from an early starter with Pro Bowl potential. Besides preparing for the NFL draft, the Cowboys are also trying to handle finances elsewhere. Dallas has yet to get an extension done for WRCD Lamb or their other top players. That being said, Dallas at least commented on the situation recently. Cowboys CEO Stephen Jones attempted to explain Dallas' quiet offseason by mentioning the need to extend elite players. It doesn't mean it happens overnight, Jones said, as Heavy previously covered. But when you're wanting to sign players like Dak, Prescott, and Micah Parsons, and CD Lamb, then you have to hold money back if you want to have a realistic chance of signing those guys. How the NFL draft affects Dallas' approach to the salary cap is something to monitor. Dak Prescott or Trey Lance? Part 1: Worst-case scenario for the Cowboys. The Dak Prescott contract saga with the Dallas Cowboys has dominated the headlines this offseason. And every time Jerry Jones, Stephen Jones, or Prescott himself speaks, more fuel is added to the fire as fans are left wondering if the quarterback we've cheered on the last 8 years will be wearing the star after the upcoming season. Adding more spice to this ordeal is the trade for former third overall pick Trey Lance last fall. What was that about? The front office has been opaque about their plans for Lance, and the uncertainty only heightens when they speak vaguely about Prescott's future. What in tarnation are they up to? We don't know. We think we might know. Some of us, raises hand, feel strongly that this 3-time Pro Bowl quarterback who finished second in NFL MVP voting last year isn't going anywhere. However, in the spirit of being open-minded, all doors are open. The Joneses are coming off their most frugal free agency spending offseason we've ever seen, so believing they might try to skate away from an expensive franchise quarterback to a much more affordable quarterback who is just 23 years old isn't out of the realm of possibility. For that reason, we'll examine both sides of the equation. Let's get the bad part out of the way as today we look at the worst-case scenarios of how this could play out. Brace yourself, this one is going to sting a little. In a world where the front office decides not to be one of those teams that allocate nearly a quarter of their cap resources to the quarterback position, the Joneses move on from Prescott and put all their faith in the young and proven Lance. The determining factor in this rests on what Lance shows them between now and the end of the season. It would start with flashes in training camp, preseason, and whatever regular season snaps he sees. Somehow the brain trust at the star sees enough and decides Lance is their future. In this scenario, Prescott is not extended. The front office would attempt to sway Dak to waive his no-trade clause so they could work a deal before the mid-season trade deadline to get something in return, but that blows up in their face. We could see a QB controversy in Dallas, and the pressure to see more of Lance increases as the season goes on. The marriage between Prescott and the Cowboys ends in a divorce. All the Cowboys get out of the settlement is a 2026 third-round compensatory pick from a lucrative contract Prescott receives on the open market next offseason. Things go from bad to worse when next season, the Cowboys find out what the 49ers already knew, and that's Lance isn't made for the big stage at the pro level. The Cowboys suffer immensely like other NFL teams who don't have a capable quarterback. This results in years and years of trial and error, spending high draft resources and big money in free agency trying to find an answer at quarterback. And just like they learned before, it isn't easy. The consequences are severe. Adding insult to injury, while the Cowboys struggle to find their bearings, fans sit helplessly as Prescott leads his new team to a Super Bowl victory. Is that painful enough for you? Sticking with the theme of the front office holding their breath that Lance is the future, the Cowboys decide to let the 2024 season play out. Underwhelming training camp and preseason samplings raise questions about this young, inexperienced quarterback. Dak Prescott breaks silence on rumors about Cowboys' future. Dak Prescott isn't concerned about his Dallas Cowboys' future at all. While appearing at a Children's Cancer Fund event in Dallas, Texas on Friday, April 19, Prescott spoke to reporters and addressed his uncertain future with the Cowboys. He's entering the final year of his deal without a new contract, saying that he doesn't have any fears about the situation. Via John Machota of The Athletic, "I don't have any fears," Prescott said. "I'm not going to say I fear being here or not. I don't fear either situation, to be candid with you. I love this game. I love to play and love to better myself as a player and my teammates around me." The Cowboys have stressed that Prescott remains in their future. However, without a deal in place, Prescott could easily walk in free agency next offseason. As Machota notes, Prescott said that he has spoken to team owner Jerry Jones. However, contract negotiations have yet to begin. The 30-year-old quarterback says that he's focused on the present. "I'm focused on here and right now, where I am," Prescott said. "That's always how I've been. I've been in this situation before, so it's okay. I'm fine in any situation, betting on myself or playing this year out. Right now, it's with the Dallas Cowboys. That's where I want to be, and that's where I am. That's the focus. After the season we'll see where we're at, and if the future holds that. If not, go from there." Based upon Spotrac's market value of Prescott, the 2023 NFL MVP runner-up is at $50.8 million per year across 4 seasons at over $203 million. According to a report from CBS Sports' Josina Anderson last month, the Cowboys still intend to work out a deal for their 3-time Pro Bowl quarterback. Regarding the hashtag Cowboys and Dak Prescott, I'm told the team does intend to work out a contract for their 3x Pro Bowl quarterback and also has not closed off potential to consummate a deal for him this year, per source, wrote Anderson on March 27. While there's currently no offer or imminent talks, the team is not presently charting a path to let Prescott go to free agency, despite some chatter to the contrary, I'm told. The veteran quarterback is certainly one of the top passers in the NFL. He's coming off of arguably his best season to date after leading the NFL in touchdown passes, 36, and being named to the All-Pro team for the first time. He also posted career highs with 410 completions and a 105.9 passer rating. And you, fan, what do you think of the situation of Dak Prescott? Leave your opinion in the comments.